Hey, how are you guys? Today might be a shorter one, just as a disclaimer, but you never know with me because I'm gonna keep talking till I'm done. And last time I said it's gonna be a short one, it was one of my longest ones so far. So, I mean, we'll see, I guess. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is kind of what I've been up to a lot. As you may know or are about to know now, is that I am very into experiencing things and places specifically. Um, and the reason that I've been so busy with that recently is because I have been fully embracing that more than I ever have before. So to be direct, I went to Maine. I'm going to New York tomorrow. I'm going to Tennessee next weekend. There's just a lot of things that I've been up to, and it's kind of just like I'm falling more in love with experiencing all these things and places and people um, like more than I ever did before. And I feel like that's something that I've been turning a lot of my attention to. And maybe I'll actually make some videos um, in New York or in Tennessee. I mean, we'll see where the wind takes me, I guess in that sense. But yeah, all things I'm looking forward to, and yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to take you guys on that journey, or I mean, maybe not physically, obviously, but kind of you know, uh, kind of talk through how it kind of makes me feel in the moment. But I gotta say, things like Maine, the people there, I gotta say, are so polite, so polite. Um, I don't think I met one rude person in Maine. Everyone was just so agreeable, kind of. Everyone was just willing to talk, have a conversation, and meet someone new, which is something I really liked. Um, I don't know if Tennessee really is considered South, but I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm expecting them to have a sort of like a southern hospitality feel to it because that's kind of what it was like when I went down there the first time. This is my second time going down to Tennessee, um, and so yeah, um, that's basically what I'm hoping to see. Like, the first time I went to Tennessee, it was a little different. We went to like a tourist destination called Pigeon Forge. I believe it's close to Knoxville, and it's great. I mean, it was awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like how you like meet the real people of the state. Like in Maine, I was kind of just like in the middle of nowhere, um, and I feel like that kind of was a good thing in that sense. I kind of got to meet like people who weren't too used to seeing tourists, and they had no reason to be nice to me, and yet they were, and it was kind of refreshing, you know. Not to say that in Connecticut we don't have polite people, but I don't know. It was something about it that it was a whole different feel in every state, and it's kind of weird to think about how big this state is really. Um, but and there's so much of this country for that I want to get through before I even get to the rest of the world. So I feel like that's gonna be my focus for a little bit. Yeah. One of my things on my bucket list, I'd say, is to visit every national park and to try and visit every country. You know, obviously I can't see every place in my life, but I'd like to see every country. And I think I that's a direction I'd like to take this channel in, kind of just getting out into into nature and experiencing things. It doesn't have to be super like I do love camping, so maybe there will be some stuff like that. But maybe I could just document day trips, if that's something you guys would be interested in, then please let me know. Um, at the end of the day, obviously this is my channel. As much as I do want to, you know, make content that's engaging for you guys, I also kind of want to make sure that when I'm making these videos, I'm kind of adhering to who I am as a person and kind of staying focused on like my vision of what this channel is going to be. So right now it's just me talking, but I feel like as time goes on, I'm gonna want to branch out into different things, and so yeah, that's kind of what I'm interested in a lot. Um, I have a GoPro, so it shouldn't be super hard, and yeah. Um, the second thing I kind of wanted to talk about that I've been thinking of is not letting people like use you in a sense of words. Um, And of course, to an extent, I believe that we're all gonna. Okay, I'm gonna put it in. We're gonna be used by people. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's kind of like we actually get something back. You know what I mean? Like you actually get like a real friendship. I had friends who have only called me when something is wrong. In my friend group, they called me the friend group therapist because I was kind of the person everyone came to with their issues because I was good for advice or just to listen. And as years have gone on, I've been very a lot better at making like boundaries and how I people allowed to do that and how much I really care about that. And I know that might sound weird, but for people who actually show me that they care about me, I'm there 100%. But when someone just calls you out of the blue to just vent to you about problems in their life and not even ask you how your day was, let alone how you've been when you haven't talked in a while, it stings. You know what I mean? And so if that's how you feel about me, why should I feel any different about you? And I know, in a sense, it's a good idea to kind of be a light in the world, but sometimes you gotta put your foot down. You can be a nice person but not get walked over, you know? It's totally fine to set those boundaries. And that's not something I was comfortable with understanding in the past, and that's something I've gotten a lot more comfortable with. So that's um, yeah. Either way, yeah. So basically, that was it. Just don't let people use you, and travel the world is kind of my goal. So if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, please let me know because I do want to see a lot of places. I think the places I'd like to see the most would be. Let me think. Hmm, I don't know. I mean, I've heard Ecuador is pretty. Alaska is beautiful, but 5 feet of snow. I don't know. We'll see. And I feel like I do want to go to Antarctica and the North Pole at least once in my life. Definitely on my bucket list, and actually see some penguins or something. That would be so cool. And I want to see some polar bears. I really hope they don't go extinct, but if they do, I really do want to see them. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. If anything kind of interests you about this video, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Any comments, questions, concerns, or criticisms, I'm always glad to answer. See you guys next time, and later.